Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be looking at Alchemy Pay. Before we jump into the price action, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description, you'll find a link to the Discord. Come check it out. It is free to join. Okay, so let's get into the price action here. So what we're looking at is, like I've said before, this is because we've got this sequence here. It becomes less probable, but we are actually holding this fourth wave. So I am still looking for the potential of this to play out, where we have this sequence of ones and twos, which could potentially lead us into having two additional fifth waves here. But we'll have to see how these moves play out. For as long as we hold as above 0.2262, we could still see this move play out to the upside here, though it would really want to start to move up from here, and I wouldn't really want to see it lose this low again of this 0.025 region. If we did lose that low again, it becomes more probable that we're actually going to invalidate this move. So what I'd then be looking for, within this structure is if we do lose uh, that that wave one area of that 2262. Potentially, we could look, if we're going to look at this move, we could argue that either this is a 1-2-1-2, and then we're potentially looking for a bigger structure here, or this could just become an A, B, and a C up here, and it could be completed. So this is important because we were discussing that possibility of having this rather as a corrective move to the upside. And what we were talking about is looking for a B wave potentially coming into the zone of this 04156 to this 1435 zone. And we've actually come up into this zone already. We've hit that 50%. So, for the most part, this could actually be a B wave complete. And we could look to move down and actually take this low point again. But obviously, there are other options, as well as the fact that even if we do have this as a three-wave structure up here, potentially we could actually still see support come in at this zone here of this green box of this 1925 to this 01, sorry, this 1098 region. So this is a zone we could look for continuation, where this becomes an A, a B, and then we actually get one more push to the upside. There is also the possibility that if we're going to look at this as a B, C like this, then effectively we could look for extension here, where this becomes a 1 and a 2 again, and then we could look for a deeper third wave move to the upside. So we're going to discuss all of these things. For as long as we actually hold that support zone, we could still look for that continuation though. So I am still looking for that potential of this fifth wave to start. Like I said, I wouldn't want to see us lose this low again. Otherwise, it would be probable that something else is coming up. It's going to be playing out here. So, if we're going to be talking about that potential of actually starting from this point, I'm going to come down here into the 1 hourly. Um, there is not a lot to go off of at the moment, and what I would be looking for would be to see whether on the short term this zone here of the 02822 holds. If this zone holds, potentially what we could have here is just a three-wave structure down for this fourth wave, and then we could look for this fifth wave to the upside here. So this would be actually looking to target out the zone of the 0316 to this 0307. If we lose this zone though, what could still be playing out is we could have a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 here. Alternatively, it could also just be a corrective move. So what will be key then is whether actually we manage to hold this low of this 2512. If we fail to hold these lows of this 2512 and this 2631, then effectively this is going to be just a corrective move in the middle of a move, and we're going to actually be looking for one more low, and we'll go over that. We'll go over that in a second. However, for as long as we hold this zone, like I said, primarily I'm looking for this fourth wave to confirm. If this fails to confirm and we fail to get a five-wave move up into this zone of this 3162 to this 3078, then what I would be looking for would be to see whether the secondary support zone here holds, which would be this 0282 to the 0271 region. And this would be looking at that possibility, like I said, that we've got this as a 1 and a 2, and then potentially a 1 and a 2. And then we could actually look for a move to the upside in a bigger structure for that third wave. So that would be something that we'd have to keep an eye on. If we did have to break down from our current location and come back down, I'm going to say down to the 618 area. Potentially, we'd have to move above 0.0347 to confirm this move. So it would have to be a substantial move to the upside if we're looking for that 1-2-1-2 to play out, looking for a bigger five-wave structure. If, however, we just get this fourth wave come into play here, and then we get this fifth wave to the upside, then what I would be looking for would be this potential for this wave 2 here. And that would be looking to actually come back into the zone of 0.279 to this 0.262 region. If we do find support here again, what we'd be looking for confirmation would be a much bigger move up here towards this zone of the 0.3848 to, and basically that would then confirm this third wave, and then we'd be looking for this fourth and this fifth wave to the upside, which could look to take us as high as that 41.74 to that 39.69. So this is only valid for as long as we hold this zone of these 2631 to this 2512. We start to lose these areas, it becomes less likely that we are going to have this playing out. Like I said, this fourth wave area needs to hold for this fifth. Alternatively, if we want to look at this as a 1-2-1-2, then we need to hold this 2631, and we wouldn't really want to see a move down below this 2711 zone. And this would be looking for that potential to actually push to the upside here. So this is looking for that bullish potential here, looking for this to be the start of a bigger move to the upside. Once, if we do get a five-wave structure like this develop, what we'd be looking for then would basically be for a retracement, and then looking for a bigger structure to play out to the upside within this move. And that's what we'd be looking for basically looking for that possibility that this could then become that fifth wave to the upside, where this becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we actually look to push up higher into that zone of the 79.59 to this 60.66 region. So this is what I'm keeping an eye out for in the short term. If we do actually manage to hold above these zones, we can continue to look for some bullish ideas here. But basically, we've got a lot of consolidation just above us here. If we did form this as a five-wave move, it would take us into this, and then it would be potentially whether we manage to find support again above these lines and look for that continuation. So the other way we were talking about it was the possibility that we could also have an incomplete correction. Yeah, like I said, if this is just a three-wave move to the upside and we fail to hold those key zones, we could also look at this in this way, where this whole move here, if I just get this into frame, this whole move becomes a B, and a C for W, A, B, C, D, E as a triangle. This becomes an a B, and a C for a Y wave. So that could either complete the Y wave, or that could just be the A wave of the Y wave. So that 1-to-1 would be this 2306. However, if we do then form an additional three-wave move up and another move down, potentially we could look to move down towards this 1843 zone, and that would actually look to bring us into this green support box area, to that 50% area, which would be this 0.1925. So keep an eye on this. This would also invalidate that bullish potential that we're looking at as we would cross that wave 1 over here. So this is going to be important whether we manage to actually hold above this area of this extension here, which is this 2262. If we fail to hold above that, then this potential for this additional fifth wave here falls apart. So that's what we are looking for if we are looking to continue to extend down. However, there's a couple of ways of reading this move. So this is why I'm looking for it to potentially be completed. You could also argue that within this, we have a move like this rather as a W, X, Y, X, and a Z. And that could be completed. It meets the requirement. It's come deep enough in comparison to that Y wave. So we've got to see whether these lows hold. If they do hold here, potentially what we could look for is this, like I said, break above this channel, they find it that so I mean, let me come in here. So you're looking at this potentially as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to break above it. Potentially we see something like this as a B wave, or a wave 2, and then we'd look for that continuation up. If we fail to break through this channel, then potentially we could come back down and look to push down to this 2306 region, or if we go deeper, this 1843, if we're looking at this as a bigger WXY instead of a WXYZ. Um, so that's what I'd be looking out for within there. Given our current price area, so off of this zone here, we'd still have to be cautious if we do move to the upside in this region, this 4403 to this 3590. If we do only get three-wave structure up into this zone, potentially we could still look for that idea of continuing down where this becomes a bigger a B, and a C wave to the downside. So be cautious around this area here, this 03590 to this 0440 region. This could offer us some rejection within here. There's some interesting key highs around some of these lines as well. So keep an eye on those. So that's looking for the possibility that the correction is still in play. There is always that potential, that this could be something that is extending out here, and then we could get something like this as a 1-2. This could become a 1-2, and then start to get a bigger impulsive structure. But for the time being, it's a bit overlapping and doesn't really fit the structure well. You could argue that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. uh, I mean, for the most part, it doesn't violate anything. So yeah, I mean that's worth keeping an eye on as well. If this is a five-wave move down, we need to watch that retracement area that we talked about within this one, this 3590 to this 4403. If we do face a rejection, like I said, we could see this as an A, B, and a C, or alternatively, if we do get a move down here, a move up into this zone, face a rejection, and start to get bigger five-wave structure developing to the downside, this could then become a 1, 2, 3 to the downside, and then we have a bigger impulse off of this move. If that were the case, then we would have to take the fact that this whole move up is a corrective structure. Like this is an A, B, and a C, and then this B wave potentially is completed here. So if we just need to be aware of this, this could still look to break down. We don't have this structure currently, but there is always that potential when waves are making moves like this that you could start to see some extension within this and might only get a three-wave move up, set a lower high here, and then look for that continuation to the downside. So just keep an eye out for that within the structures. Yeah, so I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I just wanted to talk about this actually. So if we're going to talk about the possibility of looking at this as an A, B, and a C to the upside, we also need to bear in mind. So this was the other bullish option which I was talking about. If we look to invalidate this move and cross this high, this is something else I'm looking out for. So what we'd be looking for in this case would be then I'd be counting this move slightly differently then, and I'd be looking at this potentially as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as a diagonal. So that would become a 1 and a 2. And then potentially we could have a bigger move here where this becomes a 1 and a 2 again. So this is pretty much the same idea. We can't lose this low of this 0, 1, 4, 2, and what we'd be looking for here is that potentially this move completes a wave 2. So the support zone, we've actually already come into this 50% at the higher end. If we do come down deeper here, this could be quite an interesting little area here because it ties in with this golden pocket and the 702 region. So keep an eye on that if we do move down into here. Potentially if this is going to look to extend here to the upside, and this is an additional 1, 2, we could actually see support coming in this region. At the 786 is the low we would want to go if we're looking at this as a wave 1, 2, which would be this 0189. So if we do actually push down into this zone, keep an eye on this lower range. Once we start to break through this, it becomes less likely, at least for this count of a 1 and a 2, that we're going to get that push to the upside. Though we still have our secondary support area here, this 1925 to this 1099 or 98 area. So the main thing, if we do start to move down this deep, will be how we do so, because if we just form this, like I said, as a corrective move where this is a W and X, and then we get this as an A, a B, and a C, and we push down into the zone. So I'm actually going to turn that on so we can just overlay them. You can see that that 1 to 1 actually comes here into this 618 region. If we do get another C wave down here, potentially this could be quite a viable option then. Even if we move down towards that 1 to 1 of that Y wave, that could actually find support at the 786, which would be this 1892. So if this does look to continue to break down, keep an eye on these areas. This 2341 to this 2248 region could be a particularly interesting one, as well as this lower range here of the 786 if we're looking to complete a Y wave deeper down here. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at within this. Um, so basically for this extension to the upside here, once we start to lose this 1892, it becomes less probable, and invalidation is down here at this 1442 region. So yeah, just watch those levels, and we'll try to keep you up to date as best we can. Everyone, I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video. Leave us some feedback down below, and also in the description you'll find a link to the Discord. Come check it out, it's free to join. As well as that, you'll find affiliate links for both Primex BT and BYBIT down there. Come check them out. They're great exchanges. They are the ones we use when we do our trading, whether that's spot or leverage trading. Really are great exchanges. If you do use the affiliate link, it does help support the channel. We do appreciate it. Everyone have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care out there.